Bill Brown. I'm the president of the local chapter of Blue Knights Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club. This year we're doing the fundraiser for Motivate Our Minds, their troop and Cub Scout pack that they have. It's Cub Scout and Troop 189. They had lost their grant from Eli Lilly this year, and so when I told her we were raising money for her Cub Scout troop this year, she was pretty ecstatic because, of course, I didn't know they had lost their grant, so that worked out great. Timing's everything. So all the money we raised today will be going to Cub Scout and Troop 189. So we're praying for good weather. We've got good weather today, and lots of bikes are still showing up, so we're pretty excited about today's fundraiser. We do this run every year. This is the 14th year we've done this ride in conjunction with a bait, hog, and in the past Rolling Thunder and CMA has also helped us with this run. We take turns picking the charity, and this year was our turn to pick the charity, and so that's why we picked Cub Scout Troop Pack 189.
Hi, I'm Gloria Adams. I'm a Scoutmaster from Troop 189 out of Motivate Our Minds. We are helping the Blue Knights. The boys are here to raise money to go to Camp Kithaweena in Terre Haute this summer from June the 10th through the June the 17th. And we're also trying to raise money for tents, equipment, and uniforms, and hopefully to go to the Jamboree in Fort AP Hill in Virginia 2013. Thank you.
Are you in East Washington? Part of that group that came up and interviewed you a couple months ago. What you have there? Gas station. They did. We did right on me. There you go, buddy. Thank you.
Hi. I'm David Nicholson, Vice President of Blue Knights Indiana 1, and the motorcycle safety and awareness ride today. We're really happy for the weather and the turnout, and we really appreciate the cooperation of the Muncie Police Department and the Delaware County Sheriff's Office.
We were just talking about last year's weather, how it was cold and drizzly last year.
Drizzly. The last 2 years we've had problems with the weather, and this year we really have a good turnout because the weather has turned out really nice.
And believe me, I'd be out there riding with you if I wasn't working.
Yes, Officer Barr is a member of Blue Knights Indiana 1. She has a Harley and she rides with us.
But somebody has to work the streets today. Keep you guys straight.
We're glad that one of our members is going to be safely leading us out of town.
Better than we've had the last couple of years, that's for sure. Good turnout. I'd like to thank everybody for showing up, that's for sure. We'll start off. We'll let the mayor read the proclamation here. All right, thank you, Troy. Good Lord must love motorcycle riders when you look at today. It's my honor as mayor of the city of Muncie to read a proclamation recognizing Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month. Just give me a couple minutes here, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll get out of your road. It says, whereas May marks the observance of Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month, an initiative supported by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration designed to encourage all road users to safely share the road with each other. Whereas during this observance, drivers of cars, trucks, buses are reminded to look out for motorcycle riders, and motorcycle riders are reminded to obey traffic laws, wear Department of Transportation compliant helmets and other protective gear, and make themselves visible by wearing bright collars and use reflective tape. And whereas according to the NHTSA, motorcyclists were 25 times more likely than passenger vehicle occupants to die in a crash, and 5 times more likely to be injured based on miles traveled. In 2010, motorcyclist fatalities increased slightly to 4,502, or 14% of the total fatalities for the year, leading to support and promotion of safe riding cooperation between all road users. to help reduce the number of fatalities and injuries on our community roads. And whereas one of the safety concerns is the use of helmets, to wit, the NHTSA estimates that helmets saved the lives of 1,483 motorcyclists in 2009, where if all motorcyclists had worn helmets, an additional 732 lives could have been spared. Further, the economic cost savings due to helmet use was approximately $2.9 billion in 2008. An additional $1.3 billion could have been saved had all motorcyclists worn helmets. And whereas driver and motorcyclist awareness programs are vital to remind road users to not drive, bike, or walk while distracted, to acknowledge a motorcyclist has the same rights and privileges as any other vehicle on the roadway, to allow a motorcyclist a full lane because sharing the lane can lead to dangerous situations, to be aware that there are more motorcyclists on the roadways where it can be difficult for other road users to see them or judge the speed and approaching distance, to request the use of turn signals, to indict the intention of changing lanes or merging traffic in order to be able to anticipate traffic flow and find a safer lane position, to avoid poor road conditions that pose major hazards, and to grant a greater distance between road users and motorcyclists so that enough time is given to maneuver or stop in an emergency. And whereas the message to all drivers, motorcyclists, and road users is to help share in the same responsibility to keep all of us safe. With this now, I, Honorable Dennis Tyler, Mayor of this great city of Muncie, Indiana, proclaim May as Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month in the city of Muncie. By this action, let it be known that I, as Mayor of this great city of Muncie, Indiana, urge all citizens to acknowledge, understand, and learn of the obligations and responsibilities we all have in sharing our roadways and keeping them safe. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the city of Muncie to be affixed on this 6th day of May, 2012. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Mayor. We're going to start off with some other people here. Bill Brown, Bam Bam. He's going to talk to you a little bit about the charity that we chose.
All right, first I'd like to thank everybody that's here for showing up. The charity this year is a really great cause. Gloria, you want to come on up here with me? The Cub Scout and Troop 189 normally gets a grant, and they lost that grant this year to help send their Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts to camp. And I didn't know that, so when I told her we picked their charity this year, they were very excited about the money we're going to raise for those kids today so they can go to camp. So at any rate, I'll let Gloria give you a thank you here, and thanks again for everybody that showed up today. Be safe, have a good ride. I wish I was going to ride with you, but I'll be working, so here's Gloria.
I'd like to thank everyone for showing up and helping us with this fundraiser. We are raising money to go to summer camp, and we will be going June the 10th through the 17th to Camp Cretenstein in Terre Haute. And the only way we can get there, these boys, is they have to earn, and some of them have been mowing yards and doing little odd jobs and stuff like that to get money to get there. I'd like to introduce my patrol leader from Troop 189, Jonathan Surf.
Thank you for coming and help supporting the Boy Scout Troop 189.
All right.
All right, thank you. Next we'll have John Robinson here with talk a little bit about safety from Off Chapter.
Thank you, Troy. Mayor Dennis took a lot of my speech away from me, but that's okay. Makes mine a little shorter. Okay, guys, so there's a bunch of us here today, so we've got to be very careful how we're riding. And some of the stuff to think about is we need to ride in staggered formation. We need to maintain a safe speed. No passing while we're in our formation, no passing. Get back here in my notes. No hot rodding. Follow your ride leaders. Hand signals like single file. Everybody knows the single file. Okay. Slow down. Okay. Coming to a stop. Pull over. You need to remind yourself of all these signals. There's plenty more. So afterwards, if you have any questions, I can answer those. let's see, while riding through some of these small communities, let's try to hold down the pipe noise. We noticed a little bit of pipe noise this morning already, but that's okay. But let's be courteous, okay? Let's have a good name, and let's you know, kind of hold it down a little bit on the noise. We need to wear good eye protection and be sure to put on your suntan lotion. Maintain a 2-second gap between you and the bike ahead of you, and be ready for quick stops. That's that's one of the big things with a big group like this. We're going to be rubber banding quite a bit. Let's try not to rubber band so much. We're going to be quick stopping, so you have to be aware of what's happening in front of you. Okay? Look ahead of you. All right. I think that's something we use at HOG is we use the word CSEE, and that stands for scan, evaluate, and execute. So try to do that, and if there's any questions after this, I'll be glad to answer those. Thank you very much.
Thank you, John. One of the other points that was brought to my attention on South Walnut, right there by the bike shop before you get to 12th Street, there's a fairly sizable chuck hole. I guess it's pretty deep. I don't know if it's been filled or not, but some guys were riding last night and actually hit it. So be aware as you're going, approaching Memorial Drive, to watch out for that chuck hole. Where did Bill? Oh, where'd you go? There we go. Here's your leader today. We're getting a escort on the entire ride today, and he's going to talk to you a little bit about issues concerning that.
Welcome, everyone. Glad everybody showed up. This is a great day. Let's keep it safe. I've asked the Blue Knights to help us as we're approaching intersections. I'll have the officer, most of the guys in the Blue Knights are officers, so they're going to be pulling out and stopping traffic. If we get to an intersection and you have to be the first bike and there's nobody to stop at an intersection, feel free to hop out and pull out and block an intersection for us so we keep this ride safe. That's about all I have for it. Troy?
Jimmy, you want to go over here and talk a little bit about what was going on at the end of the ride?
Well, thank everybody for coming out. Please give me your attention for just a minute. Those of you, and several of you have run this ride every year, you all know that I set up tables in the parking lot at the end of the ride. This year, due to legal issues that I'm trying to get resolved for next year, but we got to deal with it this year, there will be tables set up in the parking lot, but no alcohol at all will be allowed in the parking lot. So it's either got to be inside, or I got an area out behind the bar. You're welcome to go out there till that fills up, but there'll be tables out front, but just for pop and water drinkers only. So sorry for the inconvenience, and if you would, please help me out with that.
Thank you. I guess we'll introduce Bruce Howe here with CMA and do our blessing of the bikes, and he'll have a few words for you also.
Thank you. Great to see this nice turnout after the last couple of years when it rained on us. And I'm going to do the corporate blessing. If we have time before we roll out afterwards, if anybody wants an individual blessing, let me know. Me or my wife over here in the blue shirt and the red hat. Heavenly Father, we thank you, Lord, for this beautiful day you've given us for this ride, Lord. We thank you for each one you've brought out to support this good cause. I know the Boy Scouts are a great cause. I was a Boy Scout when I was younger, and I loved it, and I really appreciate the money going to them this year, Lord. And I just thank you that you've brought everybody together to support this, and I ask your blessing on us as we travel today, Lord. I ask your protection around each bike, that you keep us safe from other riders on the road being careless, from hazards in the road like this pothole that was mentioned, and from any of us letting our attention wander and getting careless ourselves, Lord. I ask that you just bring each one to the end of the ride safely, and after the ride that you bring them all home safely. I ask this in Jesus' most holy name, Father. Amen.
Alrighty, I think that just about covers it. Like I said, you guys watch out for that hole. I have a big group. It's going to take your time. enjoy the ride. That's what it's about. So it's an observation ride, safety and awareness. So we want to, bring attention to the motorcycles and just follow. Bill will be leading and just be safe. We'll see you at the end of it. Thank you.
Acting Postmaster of Muncie Post Office, and I'm here today with the Honorable Dennis Tyler, and I'm here with Debbie Edwards. She's representing the NALC, the National Association of Letter Carriers, and Mayor Tyler is here today to present this proclamation to the NALC, thanking them for their 20 years of service. Mayor Tyler, I'll let you take it away.
Thank you. And before I read the proclamation for all the workers that are here, I'd really like to thank you for your service, not just in delivering the mail every day, but more importantly is helping to feed our hungry. We have a lot of children and families in our community and across this nation that are going to bed hungry at night and waking up hungry. And your service to our community and trying to resolve that is a great service to our community, so thank you. And it's my honor as the Mayor of Muncie to read this proclamation recognizing you for your service and what you do. Whereas the second Saturday of May is designated the National Association of Letter Carriers National Food Drive, an easy way for all citizens to participate in the largest one-day food collection event in the United States by donating non-perishable food to families within their community. Whereas this began in the late 1980s on the local level, the National Association of Letter Carriers National Food Drive expanded in 1992, where letter carriers across the United States, including Puerto Rico, Guam, and the Virgin Islands, continue to lead the charge in the ongoing battle against hunger helping stock food banks, pantries, and shelters with the items collected. And whereas 16% of all Americans are at risk of hunger, including 1 in 5 of our children under the age of 18, and 4 million seniors who are forced every day to choose between paying a utility bill or buying food for their families. Where amidst high unemployment, sky-high food and gasoline prices, unprecedented federal and state budget cuts to nutrition programs, limitations on charitable giving incentives, and a decline in federal commodities, food banks are reporting declines in food inventories as much as 35% from 2011. And whereas despite many obstacles, letter carriers collected 70.2 million pounds of food during this one day in 2011, increasing the total amount of donations within the 20-year history of the drive to 1.1 billion pounds. And whereas the National Association of Letter Carriers has engaged other national organizations to partner in their drive, the National Rural Letter Carriers Association, Campbell Soup Company, Valpak, U.S. Postal Service, United Way, AFL-CIO, Feeding America, Uncle Bob's Self-Storage, and the AARP, and locally engaged the United Way of Delaware County, Second Harvest Food Bank, and Marsh Supermarkets, all helping provide storage space, contributions, and volunteers to make this one-day food drive a success. And whereas through the dedication of the National Letter Carriers Association and its partners, a testament to the dedication and commitment of a strong network working together to bolster community spirit and to alleviate hunger is shown. Now therefore I, the Honorable Dennis Tyler, Mayor of this great city of Muncie, Indiana, celebrate and observe May 12, 2012 as the 20th anniversary of the National Association of Letter Carriers National Food Drive in the city of Muncie. By this action, let it be known that I, as Mayor of this great city of Muncie, Indiana, urge all citizens, public officials, and business and community leaders to acknowledge, promote, and support the continued work of the National Association of Letter Carriers and their partners in their efforts of collecting and distributing food to our families throughout our community. Participate in this fantastic drive by donating non-perishable food, and thank those who work so hard to alleviate hunger in our community. In witness whereof, I am hereunto set my hand and cause the seal of the city of Muncie to be affixed on this 8th day of May, 2012. Dennis Tyler. You don't say something on behalf of you.
On behalf of all the employees.
I just want to thank you. I am very proud of all the carriers. I know it's a very, very hard, heavy day to carry mail, and I appreciate that.
Thank you so much, because it really does make a difference. I mean, we don't always see on the other end when we're in here and we're lugging that food and you're out trying to do everything that you guys do on a daily basis. You don't see the end result, but it really does make a difference.
Yes, it does.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service.
This is our grand reopening of the Muncie Visitors Bureau. We relocated here from downtown in January of settled in and putting everything in place, and had a lot of visitors come in so far, and had a nice turnout for today. So it's been a good experience. Well, we are thrilled that all of you would join us today. This is our grand reopening of the Visitors Bureau. As you know, 28 years we were located downtown, and it was a good experience, but unfortunately we got lost in the maze of businesses, so we're in the strip mall. But now, thanks to the generosity of First Merchants Bank and Mike King over here, who was instrumental in helping get the building donated to us, we've got a new home now, and the response so far in the first few months that we've been out here has been very invigorating. It's a lot of people come in to wish us well, and we certainly appreciate the mayor and others that have been supportive of the effort out here. And Jeff Brandon, who is our board president, has been our president for the last few years, does a great job in leading us, and we've got several other board members here as well. And it just takes a big team effort. Our staff works very diligently at trying to bring business into town through the tourism efforts, and so they want me to shut up so they can cut the ribbon.
Thank you.
So,
are you ready?
Have at it, boys. Thank you.
He was getting cramping.
Got it.
Thank you. Pardon me? Oh. I'd just like to say on behalf of Jim and the job he does with his staff that they do a great job of promoting Muncie and bringing tourism into our community, and we appreciate it. And this is a great location on the south side of Muncie. Look forward to working with them. Yeah.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, buddy.
Senator Tim Lannon, you got anything you want to say?
Sure. Well,
they can't hear you, but
okay, this doesn't work.
Yeah, it works.
Okay, all right.
Be on TV.
Oh, okay. It's dangerous to hand a politician a microphone, you know. Okay, like that. All right. Well, congratulations, Jim. And this is a great location. Thanks to the bank for giving this to the visitors. I understand that's the situation, right? It was a donation, so really just shows what a community partner you are too, and your bank is as well. So let's hear it for the bank. I think they need a round of applause. Let me just quickly say how important visitors bureaus are to a community. Having a location like this will just make it better for the entire community. I know we have some representatives from the Visitors Bureau in Anderson here as well. I represent both Anderson and Muncie, so both of them do a great job. Keep up the good work, and congratulations on this location.
Thank you. Jay, would you like to say anything? Doug, you're next.
You know me, I never turned down an opportunity to say thanks and for all you do, and welcome to the south side of Muncie. By the way, I've prepared just a few 30 minutes worth of notes here, so if you don't mind, buckle up. And thank you very much for all you do for the city of Muncie, Delaware County. Great new place. Mike, well done. Thank you so much for your efforts. Mayor, we need to work with this guy and get some activity going right out around here, don't we now? Absolutely. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you, Jay. My city councilman, Doug Marshall.
I just want to say what an honor it is to have the Visitors Bureau on this the southeast side of Muncie. We're proud of everything we have over here, and what a great place to have this to sell Muncie and to show all the activities that we have available, and we're glad you're over here.
Well, thank you, Doug. Appreciate that. Chris? Well, you're representing county council. Well, come on up here and say a few things.
I don't know what to say, except it's a great location. from where you was at before, you drive by and miss him in a heartbeat. But it's great. I grew up on the south end, and I love seeing all this happening this way and everybody getting involved and helping with this new location. So anything I can do to help, we're there for you.
Thank you. Thank you. Jeff?
Sure. Well, I just say thank you very much for coming out. This is probably one of the better turnouts that we've had since I've been on the board. So thank you very much, and thanks to First Merchants. We hope this end of town really grows, and I think it's going to. So thank you very much.
Hey, George, come on up here. George Sheridan Sr. was a charter member of the board of the Visitors Bureau when it was founded in 1984. Continues to serve, has been probably the cornerstone of tourism in Delaware County for these nearly 30 years. And George, you know, it's great to see you. And you got anything you want to say?
No, I don't think so, Jim. I think
well, you know, you're never shy to speak.
You said it all. So thanks for everything you've done for the Bureau.
Well, thank you, George. I appreciate it. Did I miss anybody? Mr. Dishman, Councilman, never had a loss for words. Jerry's always been a big supporter of tourism and has helped us in a number of ways over the years. Thank you.
Okay. Hey, thank you for inviting me to talk. I'm on the city council, and I think we got some good things going to happen to Muncie here in the near future, and we need some stuff for the Visitor Bureau to put in our little stationaries in there. So keep your heads up and chin high, and we'll get Muncie City moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Jerry. You know, one of our many partners in our tourism efforts here in Delaware County is the Horizon Convention Center, and I'd like Joanne to come and offer a few words. Joanne McKinney is the president and CEO of the Horizon Convention Center, and has actually worked for the Visitors Bureau for a short period of time back a few years ago, more than either one of us want to admit to.
Absolutely.
So talk to Roger there, kid.
All righty. Well, I just want to thank the Visitors Bureau for being a good partner of ours, and I want to thank First Merchants Bank, wherever Mike went, for their generous donation. Thank you. And for everyone for being here. This is a great day for tourism in Muncie, and a great location, and we're going to have a good partnership going on, and it's very close to the Sportsplex, so hopefully we'll get a lot of traffic coming in from the Sportsplex for that and revitalize some parts of Southeast Muncie. So thank you.
Thank you, Joanne.
You bet.
Judd Fisher. Judd has been a real supporter of tourism and the efforts that we've had to do, and not only with the Visitors Bureau, with the Sports Commission as well. And I don't know very many people realize it, but we put together a kiosk project a couple years ago, and through the generosity of the Ball Foundation was able to get that project in place, and it's proved to be very successful and much needed in the community. So Judd, thank you for what you do, and certainly appreciate you being here.
Thank you, Jim. And Ball Brothers Foundation is, on behalf of Ball Brothers Foundation, we're happy to see you guys moving in here, and thank you to First Merchants for the great building and everything, and look forward to the activities that you'll create down here and sustain down here and for the whole city, and wish you good luck with everything that you're going to do with the Visitors Bureau.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you, Judd. Have I missed anybody? She don't want to speak. Well, again, we want to thank everybody for coming out. We've got Matt from Mulligan's Lounge over at Crestview Golf Course out back cooking up some food. We certainly hope that you'll partake in some of that, and again, thanks so much for coming and being a part of our grand reopening. So thank you all.